Hello guys and welcome to another video. After releasing the Sherman S and making again a big impact in the electric unicycle community, LEAPERKIM finally releases the veteran Patton, their new 16-inch electric unicycle. Following Bigod with their successful T4, LEAPERKIM continues the trend of releasing smaller EUCs. Is the Patton a good wheel, and can we expect the same performance as what we got with the Sherman S? Let's check this out. In this video, I'm gonna check the specs of the wheel, and then I will let you know what I like and don't like. And finally, I'll give you my conclusions on the LEAPERKIM Patton. First, a big shout out to Ewheels for providing this wheel and making this video possible. So what are the specs of this wheel? It's a 126 volts wheel, so LEAPERKIM decided to get away from 100 volts. It is equipped with Samsung 50E batteries for a capacity of 2220 watt-hour. The weight of the wheel is 89 pounds, 40 kilos. The wheel is equipped with a high-torque 3000 watt motor, completed with a 16-inch knobby tire. The wheel has a heavy-duty construction design with an aluminum alloy body and anti-collision battery cases. This electric unicycle is also equipped with magnesium alloy pedals. The LEAPERKIM Patton has two handlebars at the front and the back. It is also equipped with a headlight and a rear light. This electric unicycle also integrates front-mounted parts that will help you to jump the wheel. These parts are adjustable and you can also fully remove them. At the top of the wheel, you can find a display very similar to the one on the Sherman S, and you also have a trolley handle. At the back, you can find a fender and a kickstand that works quite well. And finally, similarly to what you can find on the Sherman S, the Patton is equipped with a hydraulic suspension made by Fast Ace. This suspension has a 80mm travel, so slightly lower than what you can find on the Sherman S with 90mm. Alright, these are great specs. Let's go now with what I like about this new LEAPERKIM wheel. I like the design of the Patton. LEAPERKIM always designs beautiful wheels, and the Patton is not an exception. Its size is maybe 2/3 of the Sherman S. The design is very special, but I like discrete wheels, and the black color with the heavy-duty style of the wheel really fits me. I like the smaller frame of the wheel, and every part of the wheel contributes well to the design of this EUC. The smaller size of this EUC is really refreshing. You can bring it with you everywhere and it's gonna be discreet. The power and speed of the Patton is not bad at all. It's a 126 volts wheel paired with a high torque motor, so you can guess what will be the result. With this combination, you obtain a very powerful wheel with a super torque and that can reach top speeds on par with the OG Sherman. As you could see in this speed test, I've hit 45.7 miles per hour with a max PWM of 87%. In another test, I've hit up to 47 miles per hour with a similar PWM. I'm sure you could hit 50 miles per hour depending on the rider's weight, but in all honesty, I don't think that's the point of this wheel. The Patton will provide you enough speed and power to be comfortable in traffic, and that's good enough. In order to be able to reach such speeds, you need to activate the high-speed mode inside the menu of the wheel. If you don't do that, the wheel is going to beep way earlier. To be honest, I don't get why LEAPERKIM doesn't activate this menu by default, unless there is a side effect for this. In that case, I would like to hear about it. Also, on a 16-inch tire, you won't be as stable as with a 20-inch tire wheel. You can of course get used to the wheel and fix this problem. The wheel, due to its size, is also very nimble. It's a nice ride feeling change versus other bigger wheels. The pedals of the Patton are really great. They feel solid, they are big, and the spikes are very grippy. I like the trolley of the veteran Patton. It is a bit difficult to unfold sometimes, but overall quite useful. When I first noticed that the trolley was located in the back of the wheel, I had some concerns that it would not be usable. In reality, it's perfectly fine. You can trolley the wheel with no problem. I really like the suspension of the Patton. The performance is on par with what you get on the Sherman S. You can ride fast on bumps and it will be very comfortable. The suspension travel is smaller than on the Sherman S. On this version of the wheel, it was a 62-punch setup, and I noticed that I bottomed out a few times on deep bumps. So that's why I would recommend to get a 66-pound setup if you get this wheel. Overall, the suspension of the Patton was very solid. It's one of the best you can get as of now. I like the overall practicality of the wheel. It is smaller than a Sherman S, nimble and powerful. This really is something new, and the possibilities that such wheel can offer really interests me a lot. That being said, let's go now with what I don't like about the Patton. The charge port of the wheel is at the front. It is positioned right behind the front handle. And when you want to charge your wheel and plug the charger, the front handle will be in the way and it's gonna be a hassle each time. I think it's a small design oversight. I don't know if they're gonna fix this, but they really should. I wish this wheel was a bit smaller. Sometimes when I look at the wheel, it seems as big as a Sherman S. It really depends from which angle you look at the wheel from. I just think that since LEAPERKIM wanted to go small, they should have gone smaller. Again, it's not a big deal, I'm just saying that sometimes that wheel looks as big as a Sherman. For example, when looking at it from the front. It's also a bit wide. I also don't like that the Patton gets dirty very fast. I know that for some riders this is not a big deal, but it just needs to be mentioned. The back of the wheel is well covered with a fender, but somehow, with just street riding, the back of the wheel would be quickly covered with dust. Another thing I noticed that I didn't like was that when you jump the wheel, it would make weird bearing noises. When I get a new wheel, I don't want to hear at all bearing noises because it's never a good sign. However, when riding, everything was fine and I didn't notice any issue. So we went with what I like and don't like about the wheel. In conclusion, what do I think about the Patton and who is this wheel for? I like the LEAPERKIM Patton. It's a really fun wheel to ride. I got comfortable on it very fast, the quality of the wheel is awesome, and the performance it delivers is mostly on par with bigger wheels. I can see this wheel as a great daily driver. It could replace easily a Sherman S if you don't need to ride more than 30 miles per day. The Patton is a great city wheel, you can ride in traffic with ease and you won't be worried with the power the wheel can deliver. I can see the Patton as being a great trail wheel, but that's not something I could confirm with the time I spent with the wheel. Overall, I think that the LEAPERKIM Patton is a solid electric unicycle. It will fit different types of riders, from beginner to more advanced, and I'm sure that for many riders, it's gonna replace a lot of bigger wheels.